The first time I saw her smile disappear, it happened so quickly that I almost questioned whether it had been there at all. We had spent months rebuilding old fences in a quiet neighborhood outside Asheville, North Carolina, laughing through long afternoons of sawdust, crooked nails, and coffee breaks. Everyone joked about everything, but one careless sentence changed the way I saw a woman I thought I understood forever. That afternoon, with a grin I believed was harmless, I laughed and asked, "Still no husband?" She looked at me with calm eyes that carried years of silent battles and answered, "I'm waiting for the right question." In that single moment, the noise of hammers faded, and I realized some people weren't waiting for love. They were waiting to be truly seen. Before we continue, if you believe kindness, hope, forgiveness, compassion, and second chances still matter in this world, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps these stories reach hearts that may need them today. My name is Nathan, and I had known Grace for almost a year. She owned a small home renovation business in western North Carolina, while I worked as an independent carpenter after leaving a corporate construction company that had drained every ounce of joy from my life. Grace had earned a reputation for helping elderly homeowners who couldn't afford expensive contractors. She often accepted smaller payments or quietly finished projects for free. Everyone admired her work ethic, but the neighborhood couldn't stop whispering about one thing. She was 36, successful, kind, beautiful, and unmarried. Somehow that became the question everyone thought they had the right to ask. Looking back, I realized I had become part of that chorus without meaning to. I thought I was teasing a friend. I didn't know every family gathering had included awkward introductions to strangers who wanted to fix her life. I didn't know every holiday dinner came with sympathetic looks that made her feel like an unfinished story. Most of all, I didn't know she had stopped measuring her worth by whether someone chose her years ago. After that day, something changed inside me. I noticed the things I had ignored before. Grace always stayed behind after work to help neighbors clean up. She remembered birthdays without reminders. She delivered groceries to an elderly widow named Ruth every Friday without posting about it online. She listened more than she spoke. While everyone else searched for what was missing in her life, she spent every day filling the empty places in someone else's. One rainy afternoon, we were repairing the porch of a retired schoolteacher named Samuel. The weather forced us to wait under the covered entrance, and silence settled between us. Finally, I apologized. Not because I felt guilty about offending her, but because I finally understood that my question had reduced an entire life to a missing wedding ring. Grace smiled gently and admitted she wasn't angry. She said people kept asking whether someone had chosen her, but almost nobody asked whether she had found peace, purpose, or joy. She wasn't waiting for a husband. She was waiting for someone to ask what actually mattered. Those words stayed with me for weeks. Instead of trying to impress her, I started asking different questions. What inspired her to start helping homeowners? Which memories made her happiest? What frightened her most? What dreams had she quietly tucked away because everyone else focused on marriage? For the first time, I watched her truly come alive. She spoke about restoring old homes because she believed broken things deserved another chance. She dreamed of opening a workshop where teenagers could learn practical skills alongside patience, honesty, and responsibility. Every answer revealed a woman whose heart had been overlooked by people obsessed with appearances. Months passed, and our friendship deepened without either of us forcing it into something else. One autumn evening, we completed a community playground renovation with dozens of volunteers. Children filled the swings before the paint had completely dried, and parents gathered beneath the glowing sunset. Watching Grace laugh with families she had helped, I suddenly understood the question she had been waiting for all along. Instead of asking about marriage, I quietly asked whether she believed two people could build a meaningful life by serving others together. She didn't answer immediately. Tears gathered in her eyes because, for the first time, someone had noticed the mission before the relationship. Someone had fallen in love with her purpose before asking for her future. If this story has touched your heart so far, please take a moment to support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who believes genuine love begins with respect and understanding rather than appearances. The following spring, Grace and I opened a weekend workshop where local teenagers learned woodworking, home repair, and the importance of serving their communities. Retired craftsmen volunteered beside college students. Families donated unused tools. The little building became more than a classroom. It became a place where lonely people discovered they still had something valuable to give. Before this story comes to an end, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment and tell us, what is the most meaningful question someone has ever asked you? Your words might encourage another person reading through the comments today. A year after that unforgettable afternoon, I smiled at Grace as we watched another group of young people finish building their first picnic table. Neither of us remembered the joke that had started everything. What remained was the lesson hidden inside her unforgettable reply. The right person doesn't always arrive with the perfect answer. Sometimes they arrive with the right question, one that sees beyond expectations, beyond labels, and beyond what the world insists should define a life. And when someone finally asks about your dreams instead of your status, your purpose instead of your past, and your heart instead of your circumstances, you realize that love isn't found by rushing toward a destination. It grows quietly where two people choose to truly see one another exactly as they are.